Welcome, mighty companions. Thank you, Jesus, for bringing us together for this joining to celebrate what is joined in holiness always. And we practice listening, speaking, and following the voice for God. And we use the miracle worksheet, which was given us by Jesus, to as a reference, just to kind of help us stay focused when we're looking at desires. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask Jesus what desire is most helpful to look at that is below the level of awareness. When we look this way, we suspend judgment, fear, the ego thought system that likes to make a lot of noise. So we just go empty-handed to our God, and we ask Jesus to help us and show us what's most helpful to look at right now in this joining. And I just remembered we're using the miracle worksheet, which can be found on the website joininginlight.net, and also on our phone app. And we have a Facebook Messenger group. If you're seeing this and you want to connect with us and stay joined with us, that's a good way to stay joined with us on upcoming joinings. So Jesus says, in A Course in Miracles, I emphasize the value of joining with me in a moment of light, and joining with your brother as the symbol in your mind that you are loved by God. Your brother is a symbol of the divine light within you, unless you would label him otherwise, and thus, in turn, limit your experience of yourself. In this, you deny your divine power. In Jesus, a New Covenant, ACIM, I emphasize that every being can hear my voice. Every being, there are no exceptions. If you are called to the light circles, you are called in holy purpose to hear my voice and speak my voice as I will direct you. Joining with your brother is merely an opportunity to confirm that my voice speaks through your brother to you, and that you can hear my voice clearly and express what I say to you, to your brother. So joining is an opportunity for you to listen to me and speak my voice, the words as given by me to you. Thus, in joining, you honor yourself, the divine power you have been given to see easily through all denials. And we were just in prayer for a moment before this, before we began recording and went live on what desire. And we were hearing the desire for helplessness, and we can also just see if there's anything else that that he's bringing to mind.
I'm hearing him say that this is such a good one because in many respects, it seems like it's below our level of awareness part of the time. And yet it really runs us, our desire for helplessness.
Yeah, because I was hearing forgetting, like I was asking him about forgetting the lesson or forgetting thoughts of God, or and he was kind of pointing to below the forgetting, putting it out of awareness, is that desire to feel helpless, like you can't remember, like it's difficult to remember a lesson or something. And then that's when I started to see that that's what I've trying to cover over. And so I'm just asking, is this helpful to look at right now? And I hear yes. So
Mhm. I feel prompted to say that helplessness can really be at the core of so many of the other desires that we look at. Just that desire for helplessness. It's sort of the, you want to call out bingo. That's the one.
Yes, I have that
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, I admit.
Yeah. So Jesus says, you will also learn the value of asking me to help reveal to you the areas in your mind where you deny that you are wholly, whole, and complete.
Mm.
To ask me to reveal to you what you deny and how you use so many excuses to deny who you are through desire to experience something other than supreme happiness. This new way of seeing given by me is specific. You are to ask me which miracles to perform and when to perform them, and hear my answer. It will always be the same, simple and direct. This is honesty of God. See that you are light. Admit where you deny the light and cease to deny the light by asking for a miracle. So when you join, you will be calling to me and you will be heard and answered, so that you can build confidence that you are indeed directed by the one who knows, the one who will demonstrate to you that all the fears, every thought, feeling, and emotion that you experience appears because you desire it, and that this need not be. So when you feel upset, join quickly and ask me how to handle it. Ask me for the steps to take to recognize that it is indeed a desire, and that indeed, although you have denied many miracles, you can choose a miracle anytime by asking for it. And so it shall be given unto you. This will help train you to go to light first in all things. In this, you will cease to deny that indeed you are happiness. And that is the reminder directly from him to start with the infinite light, our divine nature, our true self, our true nature is light, and there's only light. So what we can do is see that there's a contrast between the light and this desire we have for helplessness. And what we do also is we sit with it. We just sit with it. We admit that we have this, and then we sit with the desire and let it rise up, and there may be some energy and some releasing. And so we can also check in with Jesus and see, okay, is this holding or release? And right now I feel, or I hear that there's release, that there's a willingness to look at this directly and see that contrast, just be with that contrast of the helplessness and the light, and how the light doesn't change. It's everlasting peace. So it doesn't move or change or bow down to any desires that we may have, no matter how badly we want them. So yeah, we can just sit with the relishing of helplessness.
Relishing how helplessness makes me feel very in touch with feelings of resignation. And resignation sort of suggests to me that, okay, I'm done. I can't do anything more. And I just had a picture of, it's like a big apple pie. How much I love that, helplessness and resignation pie. Let's have a piece or more than one.
Yeah, I've been feeling discouraged today on and off, and I thought, oh, it's just, it's, and then wanting to interpret what I'm feeling as well. So I've just been, watching the thoughts and just staying with him on this, because it feels like, it can feel like a little discouraged, or it can feel like total, like, um
Hopelessness.
yeah, just like, oh, I give up, there's no there's no point. And we are seeing this death wish that we have, that we hide. And so in these joinings, we're just encouraged to stay with the contrast and just see how the death wish is just, it's in the mind, and it's this desire to boot the light out of our awareness, as we say, or kill the light out of our awareness, and then feel helpless to that there's no other way, So that brings us to the miracle, and we ask for a miracle in seeing this differently, that there is another way, that we can choose again, that there's another way we can see this. And I hear that there's willingness to do that. So we can also ask and just see if there's anything else we need to see before we say full on yes to accepting a miracle. And I'm just going to refer to the worksheet because it's really beautiful and helpful, what Jesus says here. I will remind you not to look upon the error and make it real. This is a denial of yourself. Look not at the experience. Join with me to look directly at the desire below the experience. Ask me if you desire the experience that you are having. And if I tell you that you do desire, admit that you do indeed desire the experience. Admission of the desire is powerful. It is no longer holding on to the denial that you are indeed denying divinity. This leads to very fast release and acceptance of the miracle. In other words, you are admitting that you do have a desire to deny that you are light through experience. Ask me then what to do and listen for the answer. Share my answer with your brother. And actually, that's a little bit before where I was going to read, but it's always helpful. All these reminders are helpful, especially when you have a desire for helplessness. So if you're not clear, ask your brother what he hears from me and listen when he shares it, which thank you for sharing what you're hearing. It's very powerful when we just speak what we're hearing. We just speak. We don't hold back. We don't we go for it. We just go for it and see that in this going for it, there's no loss. There's no fear in the light. There's no loss in the light. It's just like a reaffirming what's most natural to us. So Jesus says, ask me whether you are ready for the miracle. For I will tell you if you have a hidden desire to deny the miracle. Ask me if there's anything else you need to see. When I tell you the time is right for a miracle, then you will see it is already accomplished. This will train you to put all miracles under my control and ask for my help for all miracles. I am in charge of the atonement and thus know which miracles are to be performed and what timing is best for miracles. As you desire to refuse yourself miracles and thus suffer the effects of not experiencing miracles and hearing my voice, both of which are natural to you. This is what I mean when I say that miracles must not be under conscious control, as consciousness is a desire to control and thus limit miracles. Thus, you must rely on my guidance in this regard. So I just can't get enough reminders of the help that's offered, and just to see the relishing of this desire, and also how there'll be times when I'm holding and I don't even know it. I'm not even in awareness of that. So this is so powerful to come together to see where I'm holding on to personal identity, a sense of personal identity, and that this need not be. I can release it right now. So we can just ask if there is anything more that we need to see. Are we holding or releasing?
There's still some holding going on. However, it could, just out of a choice, it could be released. I'm looking at the relishing of this, of the helplessness.
Oh yeah, the pleasure. That's what he was reminding me earlier. It's like, see how you love, love, love. You get pleasure out of it. And we could also see what is it about the desire that's that we're valuing. We're investing in this for something. What is that investment? What are we getting out of feeling helpless? Or what do we believe we're getting?
I'm hearing kind of a perverse sense of power.
Yeah, I was hearing comfort. Protection. I've also been looking at defensiveness when it comes to looking and see if there's any defensiveness, that I'm trying to hold a position.
Starting to really rain outside, it's making a lot of noise. Oh, good, thank you. Yeah, it's interesting to see, to ask for guidance in seeing all the pleasure and helplessness. I wouldn't think so. It's like that seems counterintuitive, but when the more I look, the more I can see how much I enjoy it.
There's a certain level of pleasure connected to just feeling stuck. And again, that's counterintuitive, but the stuckness has, again, some, it gives you a certain license just not to move. And that can be pleasurable.
Yes.
If you're not in the mood to move.
There's safety and comfort in that.
Yeah.
Very temporary, but
Yeah. It's like I want to hold back love, because it's like I'm getting love through feeling helpless. Like that's because I've been looking at this desire. This is not the first time, and I don't know if it'll be the last. We'll see. But just what's really helpful is this consistent looking and putting him in charge, and just letting him be in total control. Just give it all over and say, okay, I have no idea. You know, I'm not even going to try to figure this out. I'm just going to give it to you. And keep asking for help is so vital, so vital. And what we do is we just ask, you know, what's most helpful right now in this moment. It's a really simple yet profound question.
Mm.
Because really what I see is how much I don't want help. It's like, no, anything but help.
I can do
Quick.
this. I got this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's always two sides to the coin. Helplessness and not wanting help, or thinking I can do it by myself, get the job done.
He's showing me that this idea I have, or the desire rather, for helplessness is again a certain platform where you say, oh, I don't have to participate in my own life. You know, others can seem to run my life, but because I'm helpless, I just choose not to. I won't participate. And I see the underbelly of that, there is some pleasure. It's like, who, me, participate in my life? That's not something that interests me.
Yeah, because we're rejecting ourselves, and through this, it's
I just hear the phrase absence of love. Just as you said that, you know, there's just such an absence of love associated with this desire for helplessness.
Yeah, and that's when I was saying, like, I've looked at this before. It's like there's this part of this is like how it's like a feeling that there's no other way to get love, that this is the way, this is the way to love, is to feel helpless. And so it's like trying to convince myself that this is how I'm going to get love, is through feeling helpless. And so fortunately, we have a voice.
Yes.
We have the
Yes.
one that knows. It's like,
Yeah. Hold on there, partner.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Because every time we're joining, there's like the release and the relaxation and the just like self-forgiveness, just this need not be. I'm really doing a number on myself here, and that's my responsibility to just see that that's impossible, yet it's still appearing through the desire. So so it's like, okay, no, there is nowhere else to go. It's just, okay, am I willing to be wrong about helplessness? That this concept, it's a concept, and it's something that I'm using to deny divinity. I'm using that to, like what I was hearing was, protect and feel safe and comfortable. And am I willing to see that there's no comfort or safety or protection in feeling helpless? And that's denying that there is the one who knows, that is here to help me in every situation.
Yeah.
So there is that really clear, stark contrast between the one who's always offering the help without limitation, and then that, like, cutting it off, like, yeah. And that's when we say, no, I don't want a miracle, no matter what. No, no, no. And we've all been seeing that, like, so many times. I thought I wanted miracles. I thought that was, but I have become aware through these joinings that that's the last thing I want. I want anything but light. I want anything but a miracle. And I want to keep helplessness, because I want that more than God. I want the helplessness more than God. And it's like to keep the pleasure pain cycle going, to feel separate and to deny the help that's given. Okay. So in the miracle worksheet, he gave us some steps, and I think I read number 7. So we asked if there was anything more to see that we need to see. And also, this is really beautiful. He says, what miracles are needed to clear this misperception, the choice to feel helpless? Ask me to show you what is below your level of awareness that is miscreating the experience of helplessness. What is the desire for the experience of helplessness trying to hide from the light of truth? Oh, I hear power.
And I hear what I'm trying to hide. I want to pretend that everything's okay and that I've got it handled. And I want to hide from the truth that I really have a strong desire for helplessness. That's what's bringing up all these experiences that seem to just show up to prove that I'm helpless.
what I heard when you asked, what is it trying to hide from the light, is it's trying to hide the fact that it really wants this desire. I mean, it almost sounds like a private thought,
Mm,
a precious little
mm.
dirty secret or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like, oh, I really want this. I really do.
Yeah.
Feels much lighter.
Mm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was hearing like, we can just do a light check. Is the light here?
Mhm.
Yeah, and what I'm hearing also is that he's encouraging us to just keep joining, keep asking for help, and just to keep with this direct looking, that there's nothing more powerful than just admitting the desire, starting with the light, the honesty of God, seeing that we're light, and then seeing where we're denying, and then accepting the miracle. And just it's the falling away of the untrue. So and it's very gentle, and it doesn't always look like we think it's supposed to look. So his interpretation is muy bueno. We let him interpret it all for us. And also he was saying, just keep going. If you are if you're complete with a desire for the moment, then you can rest in the light, in the trust, and he'll remind us when it's time to look again.
Mm. I really needed to hear that gentle reminder. Thank you, Renee.
Mm.
Because we don't have to always, sign, seal, and deliver it the first go round. So
Yeah,
I needed that reminder.
yeah. Yeah, what I hear, he's saying like, I'm here, and There's definitely like a lightning, because I hear that it's release, it's releasing.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I do hear that there's more to see, but that we're complete for now. And I'll just close with what Jesus has said in the closing of the miracle worksheet. These joinings will train you that you can indeed come to me for everything, and that you will be helped with willingness to be shown that completion is your only function. All pain is the desire to deny that you can hear my voice, and my voice is given to show you that pain is not natural to you, and that there is a way of peace that surpasses the understanding of this world. This is what I meant when I said, I am with you until the end of time. You will see that below every desire you have kept below your awareness, you have a desire to deny yourself love and to experience death through the choice to be separate from your creator. Yet, as you accept the naturalness of my voice to you, you will see that it is your voice within that you hear and follow, the voice of truth that is most natural to you. And in this, you will experience the end of time, the end of death, the end of limitation, and as these are all impossible ideas that arise in timeless, infinite, unchanging love. Amen.
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 I want to also let everyone know that every night of the week now at the same time on Zoom, on a different channel, a different Zoom link, Alina and others are doing the Joining in Light group in Spanish, looking at desire. So that's open to whoever is Spanish speaking.
Yeah. And today's Tuesday, so tomorrow we have, do we have Wednesday Night Live?
Tomorrow we have a live session with Jesus, and let me just
Yeah.
look it up. It's about guidance.
Ah,
Let's see, Kay put out a thumbnail.
sure. I saw not following guidance or
Not following guidance.
saying no.
Relishing the desire to say no to guidance.
We say no to the no and we go.
Yes.
Straight up.
Oh,
Okay, thank you for joining. And
thank you.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you're new to us and watching this, we have a Facebook Messenger group, we have a phone app, we have a website. We can just stay connected with us and keep joining. We have Joining Express where you can call for a joining anytime, 24/7. That's our only goal, is God and love and joining with one another to see what's true, to see that we are joined. All right.
Right.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.